Now, speaking of the one nation, one poll idea and the bill that the government is trying to put forth, let's take a look at some of the pros, some of the reasons why it is considered a good thing. We've listed down 7. So, first reason, if we take a look back at history, at independence, Lok Sabha and state assembly elections were conducted together. So, we've of course gone through that list very comprehensively. The total of 22 elections were conducted simultaneously back in 1951. Reason number 2, voter turnout. Now, US data recorded a 66% turnout in presidential and state elections combined versus only 46% in mid-term states only. And I'd like to delve into this a little bit because if you look at the United States of America and their system in particular, they have elections to their Congress once every 2 years. Now, what this does is there is something called a midterm and there's something called another set of elections that coincides with their presidential election. So, the election that coincides with their presidential election has seen a greater amount of voter turnout at around 66% as opposed to the midterm elections. Now, reason number 3, the cost. Now, independent studies are suggesting that it costs about rupees 50,000 crore to conduct a national election after factoring security, deployment, etc. So, this is not just the cost that is being incurred by the election commission itself, but you also have political parties that are contesting, they're conducting their rallies. So, there's a lot of money that is pumped into elections. Reason number 4, less disruptions. Schools and colleges are often used as polling centers. Staff, especially teachers, are also deployed for polling. So, that amount of time is going to be used for the election process rather than the teaching process or the educational process. Reason number 5, less governance interruption. No significant policy changes are allowed during the model code of conduct periods, which is often around 48 hours. So, the government, any government, whether it's the center or the state, they cannot bring about any policy change. Reason number 6, less populism, I beg your pardon. Politicians are less likely to be in constant freebies modes. So, we've just taken a look back. I just showed you the frequency of elections that are held in India that gives a window of the governments and the political parties constantly offering freebies and making promises. We are seeing this in the national capital. There is a war over reveries. Meanwhile, reason number 7, less campaigning. Elected representatives will have more time to work and use lesser time rather than being on a constant campaign trail. They can then focus on their constituencies, focus on the sort of policy decisions that are required to be taken than campaigning on the ground, organizing rallies and also organizing rallies of their seniors in their parties as well.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.